They're so diverse and plentiful that scientists are studying fungi for uses from building products to biofuel. But for many of the forest creatures, fungi are just a tasty meal. In the dark abyss of the forest floor, nothing ever goes to waste. It's a feeding frenzy in miniature. But in the ocean, feeding frenzies take place on an epic scale. In the upper layers of the ocean, aquatic giants rule. More than 40 feet long and weighing 14 tons, the whale shark is the largest fish on planet Earth. This giant normally feeds on tiny plankton, and the baitfish know they have nothing to fear. They swarm around the whale shark for protection. But other predators are lurking. Yellowfin tuna move in for the feast. But the whale shark returns. He's normally a filter feeder, but that 5-foot-wide mouth is filled with 300 tiny, jagged teeth, and he gulps baitfish by the hundreds. Sometimes, plankton just isn't enough. Life in the ocean is a constant search for food. And predators here must grab what they can, when they can. Half a mile below the ocean's surface, in a harsh, dark universe, a living fossil thrives. The Nautilus has barely changed in millions of years. It's perfectly adapted to the abyss. The graceful shell contains gas-filled flotation chambers for controlling its depth, and it uses jet propulsion to get around. For hunting in darkness, a superior sense of smell is what really counts. Though it's not much help when it comes to rocks. Its nearest relatives are squid and octopus. However, neither is a friend. But the Nautilus is a formidable predator, too. Its small, sticky tentacles, all 90 of them, can capture tiny shrimp and fish. If he can find them. The Nautilus uses his jet to uncover a meal on the sea floor. But food is scarce, and survival depends on conserving energy. It uses so little energy for swimming, it can get by on a single meal a month. Today's the lucky day. Well fed, the Nautilus vanishes into the depths. Deeper down, the abyss only gets stranger and more mysterious. In the last decade, 5,300 entirely new marine species have been discovered here. Scientists can give them names, but they know almost nothing about their behavior. These deep-sea creatures survive on the odds and ends, filtering down from the bright world far overhead. The sea spider, like its web-building namesake, is a carnivore. It catches dinner with tiny feathers on its legs, then runs the legs across its mouth. Farther down, at 6,000 feet, the struggle for life intensifies. A sawtooth eel hangs upright and motionless. It can play dead for days, until its prey comes close. Still deeper, at 16,000 feet below the surface, the pace of life is purposely slow. Since there's not much food, there's not much energy either. A Dumbo octopus simply flaps a fin, just coasting. No need to chew either. When the Dumbo actually catches a meal, he'll swallow it whole. Predators can work out ways to save energy. Scavengers have no choice but to be constantly on the move. Here, nothing goes to waste. The death of one means a feast for many. Eels are already feeding on the corpse. Giant isopods, a foot long, rip into its rotting flesh. Over the next few hours, a host of scavengers will devour every tasty morsel. But humans also have an appetite for treasures found in the abyss. Men will risk their lives for a nest made of saliva. Journey into the depths of our planet's caves, and you expect to see the bizarre, the unearthly. The last thing you'd expect to see are birds. In Borneo, these swiftlets are one of only 2 cave-dwelling bird species in the world. They're also one of the few birds to use echolocation, like bats, to navigate through the darkness. They're able to distinguish the size and shape of objects in the cave and locate their own tiny nest among hundreds. It is an extraordinary adaptation.